Hey, kitty.
Meow.
What do you want to do tonight?
Meow, meow.
Do you want to watch a movie?
Meow.
Ha! Which one?
It's time, GBGBs, for the cat show. Get all your treats and do lots of bits and sometimes talk. Here is the Litterboxd.
Okay. Are we sure we want to do this? We could back out now.
I've thought of that. Well, okay. There's two different questions, right? There's are you about to launch us into a cat season, or should we even be reviewing the Cat in the Hat movie?
I think yes for both. We should do those two.
I
things.
think this is maybe the first time that. Oh no, that's episode talk.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start this episode.
What about 5 cat episodes? You know, like you got to empty the litter box when it's full. You know.
Okay, that's a good line, Jace. I wish we were in the episode. I gotta edit that in.
We can cold edit that in. We can cold open that.
Boop, or if you say it again, I'll laugh like it's the first time I heard it.
I'll try. I think the other times we've done that, everyone's it just like comes off really bad. It's like, oh, why'd you say that?
Hello and welcome to Good Boys Gone Bland, Cat in the Hat. I'm your co-host, Denali.
I'm your co-host, Ryan.
Oh yeah!
I was just waiting.
Jace.
Can we see who does the best? Oh yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Let me just think. I think I can do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was too Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. He does this.
You gotta get the. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That sounded like Yoda having an orgasm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, this is the worst intro we've ever done.
Okay, we gotta cut that whole thing.
No, we can't cut it. We gotta leave it.
It's my
because
favorite
they left
part
this
of the movie.
They left this movie, and we can't cut that out. All right. Welcome, folks, to our cat. That's something that Cat in the Hat said. That's why we were saying, oh yeah, that's in the movie. You got to rewatch it.
If you have not seen the movie and you've made it this far, please take that as a sign that like you probably it's gonna make absolutely fucking no sense out of context. Because like Dr. Seuss in general,
yeah,
the source material is like nonsensical. That's the whole point. That's why he was revolutionary. And this movie, I think, quite famously kind of went off the fucking wall bonkers and decided to deviate from the source material in quite a profound way.
Yeah.
So this might be like a Watchers Only Club episode.
Yeah.
But I would say that the movie is available for free online. If you just
on Pirate
Google.
Bay, free. Yeah.
Well, you just Google it.
The Internet
It's
Archive.
on the Internet Archive. This is probably a good time to also mention that this is, I believe, is the first time that the three of us have watched like different cuts of a movie.
Because we watched in Batman
purpose.
Superman. Jason and I watched the Snyder cut, and you watched the.
Oh, that's right. I
theatrical cuts.
didn't want to.
But this is like the equivalent, I would say, right?
No, I completely disagree. And so me and Jace watched the free internet. We watched the fan edit extended edition of Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Okay, it had 8 minutes of deleted scenes added back in. And Denali watched the original, only real mainstream theatrical cut.
Yeah, theatrical cut.
Okay. And man, I gotta say that this movie would have been, I think, received a lot differently if those edited scenes were left in.
They made that much of a difference.
I think they were probably some of the most cursed 8 minutes of movie watching material I've ever seen in my life. But my favorite scene in the whole movie is one of the cut scenes.
So Denali, the reason we could tell is so first off, when you're watching it,
right,
it's a fan edit. So we're watching it and we're kind of like wondering what did they actually change in this version of the movie? But then like randomly the movie will cut to like a 480p resolution copy of it.
Perfect 4K quality where everything is absolutely pristine on screen to the grainiest sack of shit with unfinished CGI.
The unfinished CGI is so funny. And it would have been so much funnier if they just like left it like that for the whole movie too, because there's parts where you can see the wires, obviously. When Cat's jumping around, he's on wires. There's a part where he's on like pogo stilts, moon boots,
I like
essentially.
That part of the book, yeah.
And then there's another part where the fish. There's a scene with the fish.
It's just like a statue.
It's just a toy fish that they film. It's not animated at all.
I was wondering if you guys were able to tell, because Ryan texted us and he's like, I can't wait to try to tell what scenes were deleted, because the whole thing is like, which of these scenes could have been taken out of the movie, and you can make an argument for almost any of the scenes in the movie.
It's jarring. It was absolutely jarring watching this on the Internet Archive, because you like get whiplash. Quite frankly, beyond the hilarity of my favorite scene, I'll say it now, kind of ruined it for me.
Really?
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought the switch in between the really, really high quality and the really, really, really low quality.
I was ignoring that. I was ignoring that because we knew it wasn't finished.
It was really hard for me to get behind, and I couldn't tell. It seemed like the edits where they just put the scene in, but then I think there were edits around that where the person who edited it was trying to like copy or shorten or make sure it was in the same place. And then when they compiled the video, essentially, I think it like took where the deleted scenes were and then added that kind of extra kind of crappy quality a little bit around it. And I couldn't tell, because I've seen the movie before, I couldn't tell when I was getting the regular content until it was like back into force.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And that's I thought that was fun. I thought it was fun to be like, wait, was this in the movie? Was she in the movie? Was that scene in the movie? That couldn't be in the movie.
I mean, I do want to hear about what some of the deleted scenes were later in the episode. You guys will have to fill me in what it is. Before we get into that, I do want to introduce the podcast. I don't want to freak anyone out, all right? Because we're normally a marathon podcast that watches 10 movies of a similar actor or subject. Normally, okay? Now, we've distanced ourselves from that concept for a bit.
Yeah, we did 100 of those.
We did a lot of those. You guys can check those out. And we took a break. We watched movies we wanted to watch, okay? I don't want to freak anyone out with any kind of commitments. This is totally casual. But last episode, there was certain talk of possibly doing something along the lines of a cat season initiated by Jace. I've been wanting to do a cat season for a very long time. And who knows? No strings attached, no pressure. We'll see what happens, okay? We'll see how long this goes. Could be 3 episodes, could be 100 of cat movies. But Jace, well, I wanted to ask, first of all, what made you pick this movie in particular to kick off a possible cat season? Who knows?
Cat in the Hat, in the context of talking about cat movies, I recall like a jovial nature to this film from when we were younger, watching it and thinking that it was pretty funny back then. And I think having Mike Myers playing the Cat in the Hat, being the lead cat into the season, just kind of seems like the place to start.
Yeah, we were saying, or I was saying that this is like the Daredevil of cat season. I think where it's something that's a big leap. It has a big lead role, but may have been a flop. Maybe they bit off more than they could chew.
Kind of cursed.
It's cursed in the same way Daredevil is in the Ben Affleck iconography. And I think this is a good way. When people think of cat movies, they're sifting through the Rolodex, and I think Cat in the Hat will always appear, and they'll get a shiver down their spine. And I think it's important to open with that, just to kind of get it out of the way. Like, boom, we're doing cats.
We don't want people to be thinking about it. We don't want somebody to be like 5 episodes in.
They should be watch Cat in the Hat.
Grabbing the table like, I need to see Cat in the Hat.
I need to see. Do the cat.
Well,
we
also,
did the cat.
it's kind of a smooth transition because this isn't really a cat movie.
Hey, watch your fucking.
Well, hang on a sec,
Yeah.
Ryan. We can't be doing this right now. Okay.
There's a time and a place for that type of talk.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
We went from like human movies to human cat hybrid movie, and then it's an easy transition.
You're gonna tell me Cats, the musical, is in a cat movie?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't. No, we cannot do this. Do you guys have a conception of what a cat movie is? Because my theory is that like dog movies are kind of more like Christian. I'd say cat movies are more for the devil.
Yeah.
They're less traditional.
They're usually a like kind of a Deus Ex Machina type movie where like there's a cat there and somehow it's gonna solve the crime at the end of the movie, but it's not really gonna like do it on purpose, or it's just gonna like be in its cat nature to be like scratching at the wall where the dead body is hidden or
Yeah.
things like that. The cat is more just like operating in its own cat rules, and the humans are operating under their rules, like kind of like an alien. The cat's just kind of like there.
Like kind of anarchic, a being
Right.
that enters the thing.
Yeah. I can't think of a single cat movie.
That darn cat.
Cat in the Hat. Cat in the
Yeah,
Hat.
okay.
The
Beyond the
animated
movie we just watched.
Puss in Boots. There's a lot
Okay.
of cat movies out there.
There's also a category on Disney Plus
Category.
that's called just like dogs and cats. You can just like scroll through all their dogs and cat movies.
They just lump them together. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
dude.
it's kinda messed
It's
up,
different
'cause-
genres.
Is Fox and the Hound a cat movie?
There's no cat, right? Foxes. Are
Fox
foxes
and the
cats?
Hound.
Yeah.
Are foxes cats?
No.
Are foxes a sub? What are they closer to dogs or cats or neither? I mean, obviously. Yeah.
I'm gonna say a fox is a cat. Anyways, dog movies, I think are generally like I think they kind of go either way, right? Because they're either really, really, really fucking bad Christian
Foxes are
propaganda. I think,
dogs,
like a dog.
so that's a dog movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a ridiculous question.
I think a dog is a cat, and
I
then
don't know anything about foxes. I'm not a foxologist.
I think a dog is a cat. What? Was that a slip of the tongue?
I'm just gonna leave that in. So I think a dog movie can either be that, or they can be like really, really bad. Just they try to be funny, and it's like it's
Air Bud
it's
sort
awful.
of.
Yeah, it kind of goes off. I think cats can also be terrible, but I think they swing for the fences conceptually. I think they really go for it in a way that I think is different from dog movies because of I think the type of audience they're trying to draw with a cat movie. Like I don't know if you guys seen Garfield, any of the Garfield movies.
Saw
course.
the recent one.
I was
yeah.
alive when they came out. Of course, I saw
It
them.
pops off.
Each of them grossed $3 billion in the
Are
box
you
office.
serious? Holy shit, dude! I fucking love Garfield, man.
Is Beat the
anyways,
Fockers a cat movie?
Yes.
Is there a cat in that movie?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It shits in the toilet.
Mr. Jinx.
Oh my god, that's right.
Jinxie.
Yeah. It would be low on the cat meter, but I think it's there. I think it is consequential. So we're gonna see how this thing goes, okay? And who knows? Any of us could stop the cat season at any time, right? Is that kind of what we're agreeing on?
Two of us have to stop it essentially because at this point we're doing a rotating basis of who picks the movies. So
Right.
I think 1 out of every 3 episodes, if someone's just picking cat movies over and
Yeah,
over and over,
yeah.
that's not really cat season. But like
Okay, but if
2 out of
it's
3
two-
people picking cat movies,
Right.
we're kind of doing a quasi cat season.
I see. Okay, and I like this consensus model where we are all like continuously
It's more like
rechecking with
Parliament.
ourselves.
Yeah, it's more like
yeah.
Parliament. Yeah.
And
A
we can create
constitutional
blocks.
monarchy.
Like,
Yes.
it's good. Yeah, it's a line in the movie, Jace. Yeah. I think this will be great, and I'm glad you picked Cat in the Hat, Jace. Jace, do you want to introduce like what the movie is? Like this was your pick, like you said. The synopsis, if you can. The old C and the H.
Yeah, Mike Myers.
I honestly didn't know you were talking about Cat in the Hat for like a couple seconds.
That sounds like a British food.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Folks, you can't see it at home, but Jace is doing the hand motion, like the skiing, whatever he's doing.
What's so funny is I never laughed once at it during the movie, but every time Jace does it, it cracks me up.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna throw up. They tried so hard to make that his thing.
They wanted to make it like a catchphrase, like Austin Powers, like "Yeah, baby."
And like we were like 8 years old or like 10 years old when this came out.
We were like,
and
"What the
why
fuck
didn't
is
it?
this?"
Nobody did that, dude. No kid was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh,
Okay,
it was
give
for the
fucking-
adults.
Yeah.
It was always for the adults. The live action Cat in the Hat movie
God damn it.
kicks off
Just
in
hearing that.
Get me out of here.
what city? What do they live in?
I don't fucking know. Some
No,
made up
we-
town.
Let me look it up. What's
It's obviously
in-
California.
they filmed it in Pomona, and this city background is still in Pomona to this day. It's the city of Anneville.
Who gives a
Anvil?
fuck then?
Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
important to get things
okay.
correct, Ryan.
in the live action version of the Cat in the Hat, a family consisting of a single mother, a neighbor, evil figure boyfriend and 2 children. The mom works for a real estate company, and she's having a party. And the party's really important. And her kids are a rule follower and a rule breaker. They're both opposite sides of the spectrum.
I smell a sitcom.
And they're told, don't mess anything up today. Today is not the day to fuck something up. This is really important for my job, okay? Because their boss is a dick. And, well, the Cat in the Hat shows up.
Oh, no. Not that guy.
And he makes them sign a legal document. They're coerced.
They're minors, dude. Like, that was already sus.
Into signing a document that says that they can have as much fun as they want, and nothing bad would happen.
I would not sign a paper that says that.
Shenanigans, explosions, goop, TV sitcom, car racing, deleted scenes in the case of Ryan and I. I don't know if I can remember them. I will talk about my favorite one.
You better remember. Yeah.
And the child actors in this, Spencer Breslin playing Conrad and and Dakota Fanning playing Sally. Conrad takes the lock off the interdimensional box of Cat in the Hat's universe, which is in direct violation of the signed contract.
Terms. Man.
But in the end, Sally and Conrad learn a lesson that they need to not have sticks up their asses. And then the Cat in the Hat. I guess the contract is that ever a thing that a contract can have a clause that cancels it and then has a clause that it can be reinstated? Anyway,
we can talk about that in our legal podcast.
Yeah.
That's
Our
smart.
spin-off that analyzes all the legal stuff that goes on.
We can
in all
do
these
Ryan's
movies.
legal corner at the end, where you can talk about the contract law. This movie was nominated for 10 Razzies when it came out. I think it's important to mention, including Worst Actor, which is Mike Myers, Worst Supporting Actor, Alec Baldwin, which I disagree with, Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Screenplay. And I was looking at I'm not going to quiz you guys on this. I think it's just interesting just to see. They lost Worst Picture to Geely, starring Ben Affleck. And Mike Myers in Cat in the Hat actually lost to Ben Affleck in Daredevil, Geely, and Paycheck, all nominated in the same year.
Wow. Disagree with Paycheck, by the way. So I want to ultimately get the cat out of the bag, if you will, and talk about, I want to get down about what scenes were and were not in this movie, because I don't know if it's all that worth going scene by scene chronologically and just like talking about our emotions about each scene like we normally do, because this is a complete fucking fever dream of a movie. We can kind of go by maybe like character by character.
Sure.
But there's a couple burning questions I have.
All right.
And I it could go either way. But Denali, how many like cigar references were in the original cut? Because
Excuse me?
because I was like, oh my God, they had to obviously recut this to take all the cigar references out. But then I thought I saw one in HD.
Okay.
At the end of the movie, and I was kind of thrown for it.
I don't think I saw a single cigar in the whole movie. And I don't think they can't, like, isn't that like against the rules of like a rating or doing
That's what I
drugs
thought
around kids?
because
like, isn't that
there's multiple references because when Cat in the Hat takes out his like funometer and he sticks it on the kids' heads.
Yeah, funny scene.
Like at the beginning of the movie, the Cat in the Hat shows up and he essentially says like, oh Sally, you don't have enough fun. Oh Conrad, you have too much fun. Okay. And we need to like straighten this out. Let's go have fun, the right kind of fun together.
And they smoke cigars.
He takes a machine out and puts it on their heads. And this was like I think maybe the first deleted scene where it switched quality. And they had an extended scene where he did a health checkup on each of the children.
Oh, God.
And to Sally, he was like, I'm not saying you need to quit smoking your cigars, but you need to cut down heavily.
Okay.
No, that was it kind of like fell flat, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, haha, it's like an uncle joke,
Yeah.
But then he kept referencing the cigars, like, repeatedly.
Yeah.
And then at one point, somebody put out, when he was the rug. Was that in the movie?
I don't...
No.
The rugs...
The rug scene wasn't in the movie?
Actually, like, I don't even remember how they get the dog back in the regular movie.
Okay, so there's a scene... Okay, in the movie, did Alec Baldwin, go into a TV shop with the dog?
No.
What did he do? What?
What
do
did
you
he do?
mean, what did he do? He did
Wait,
tons of
what?
stuff.
The
Yelling
whole
dog.
team. Wait, so there wasn't a guy putting on a fake Indian accent?
No. No. There was a lot of
I
other
thought that
racial
so I
stuff
thought,
in this movie, but that wasn't
I
in
thought
it.
they just cut out the intro and outro of that because
Okay.
some of those were in HD.
I don't know.
So this is really interesting. So
they went into he got his, I don't even know if it was in your version. Alec Baldwin's character got his TV repossessed, so he went.
I got that. Yeah.
He went
so
to
he
the
went to
TV
the
shop
TV store
with the dog after collecting the dog and ties the dog up with a power cable and to keep
Kills
him
it.
there. And there's a guy in the TV shop is
Kills
called
the dog?
called to the safari. No, to the jungle. And it's tiger themed. And the guy, they like bold face steal the line. They're like, "Welcome to the jungle. We've got everything you need." Essentially. And then they almost get caught, and the kids hide in a TV cabinet, and the cat pretends to be a rug because it's jungle themed, and there are a bunch of cats. And
I
he gets
swear
stepped
that was
on.
in the movie.
That's like it's terrible fucking scene. The guy's like, he's like, "Oh, you need a TV? Let me see how long it'll take." And he calls his wife in or something, and she's wearing heels, and she steps on him. And then
It's pretty funny.
He
Yeah,
calls
it's
in
pretty funny.
a children's hockey team who are all wearing their skates, and they
Okay,
step on him, and somebody drops a cigarette on him.
Yeah, so that's the other smoking scene. So I was like, okay, they probably took the smoking scene out because when then they're running out, Cat's ass is on fire
Okay.
and it switches to like 480p again, like terrible quality. And I was like, oh, okay, haha, they couldn't have that because that's a reference. He eventually pulls the cigarette out of his ass crack. And I was like, okay, they can't have a cigarette in there. I get that. But so you didn't see the hockey team.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, did they go into a tube that went to an underground like rave?
No. Wait, yes, with Paris Hilton there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, they did that.
That's the follow-up question. Was Paris
Okay.
Hilton in your movie?
Yes. Okay, yeah, she was in there. I remember that in the theaters too back then in 2003.
Oh, really? Because I didn't remember that at all, and I had no reference for Paris Hilton. I thought Paris Hilton for sure was going to be cut until I went to the cast list, and she's in the cast list.
This movie made $130 million, dude. Part of that is Paris Hilton being in this movie. It was a very smart decision. I remember
It's the most random cameo I think I've ever seen.
she
Paris
was like
Hilton
Stan
and
Lee
the Cat in the Hat.
in like these movies, like these
In
types
Dr.
of
Seuss movies, the
Yeah,
whole Dr. Seuss movies have. She's also in Horton Hears a Who.
Yeah. That's okay. That is interesting. Like I was thinking about the phenometer scene too, what you guys mentioned. Do you guys notice the cat laughed? Like they looped his laugh twice. In that
did
part
not.
where he's like, like it kind of did it in like a bunch of times. It was bad. Anyways,
They probably did that because of all the stuff they had to edit out. Because that was originally like a 3-minute long scene.
it's important to note that this movie is 82. It's a merciful 82 minutes long, which is very, very short, and that makes me wonder how much of this movie was unusable. And they
At least 8
edited.
minutes.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think because that's what they're willing to show you. 'Cause
They're
normally
trying to go to 90 minutes. Let's make that
Yeah.
clear. They are trying to go to 90 minutes.
They're trying their ass off, and this is what was usable, which was left.
Apparently, Mike Myers was a total ass during the filming,
Yeah.
and he was really hard to work with and wouldn't do like he
He
would
would
like
fucking cat suit every day. I'd be pissed off too.
yeah.
I want to talk about the Myers lore. You
Oh,
guys probably
no.
aren't read. Oh no! Because my first reaction because me and Amber are kind of trying to, we're trying to be like optimistic about this movie. Like maybe this is a cool vision, like this kind of interesting aesthetic. When the cat shows up, I was like, oh no, like I was shocked. And what I was really shocked by is how bad I thought Mike Myers was in this movie. You could see visible pain like in his expression. Like it's almost like he doesn't want to be there. Like he is there because of like something horrible has happened to his life.
he was there because he was in
Yeah.
a contract. And I read this. They were originally going to make like a Sprockets movie from his SNL skit, and that got canceled. And so they said, you have to be in this other movie we're making. We're making Cat in the Hat, and you have to be the cat. Like it was like it was like they had a gun to his head, or he would never work again.
Dude, imagine you're an artist. Like you're someone who's like really worked their way through, and you like want to have recognition. And someone's like, you have to do Cat in the Hat. You have to fucking do Cat. Like someone's gonna make you do Cat in the Hat in this suit, and then you're ridiculed forever.
And by the
like-
way, the director has never made anything, and he will never make anything again. And nobody will remember that fact. They're just going to remember that this movie sucked, and they're going to blame you.
One thing.
Yeah.
Can I put a twist on it?
Oh, a twist. Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you can do the oh yeahs.
You can do that. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, I heard Mike Myers, he's generally known to be a problem, like backstage or just kind of on sets in general. I heard this movie, he was kind of bullying the director a bit too, like doing takes and then looking at the footage and being like, no, we have to do that take again. And the way he's doing some of these jokes, it feels like this is his 7th take. And the kids, God bless them, they're selling it. They're like, haha, you're so funny, cat. But he is giving these deliveries in a way that where this is like the clown's like 8th like show of the day.
And I also think it's one of those situations where this movie would probably be funnier improvised.
Yeah,
and
I
I think they had to really go off the script because it's written by Alec Berg and co, who wrote a lot of Seinfeld and like Silicon Valley and Curb Your Enthusiasm and that sort of stuff.
Like
and then
S-tier comedies, yeah.
They write this movie, and I think the director, I don't know, it just was like the ultimate mismatch, right? Thankfully,
Yeah.
they had probably one of the maybe 5 best cinematographers to ever walk the earth. Emmanuel Lubezki.
Yeah, Lubezki, yeah.
He, oh my gosh. The fact that the Cat in the Hat needed a cinematographer, like...
Yeah, just hire anyone.
Literally anybody. You have to aim it at the set. Like, everything's a set. So what the fuck do you need a cinematographer for?
The cat's bouncing around a lot. I think we need a guy who could like move the camera around.
The
fast
cinematographer
enough.
for this movie also shot movies such as The Revenant, Birdman, Gravity, Children of Men. He has won 3 Best Cinematography Oscars.
And one of them was for this movie.
He's pretty much responsible for making Leonardo DiCaprio win his first Oscar as well.
Yeah, I don't.
Which
think
is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what. Like this is. I think it was the same Mike Myers situation where they're like, okay, we got Mike Myers to make Cat in the Hat. We got Emmanuel Lubezki to cinematography. This is gonna be the greatest like Cat in the Hat adaptation of all time. I think they were hype.
It's just absolutely crazy to spend that much money on the cinematographer and then hire a nobody director who is never going to direct anything again.
He's got a lot of producer credits.
He did set design on Edward Scissorhands.
That's a good set, dude. Honestly,
One and done, baby. He got in, spent $100 million, made 130. He's like, I'm clean, coming out positive.
It's kind of the dream. Nothing against that guy. It's like somebody who plays. It's like somebody who plays one season in the NBA and makes like $8 million, and then it's like, fuck this. I'm set.
I bet you we can get him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's probably available.
He's like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do it with your heart.
Oh yeah. The other thing about the cat in this. Okay, so this is kind of coming off of Grinch. Like the big success of the Grinch movie, right? We all kind of, I think that was like, I remember that being like big. Like we all kind of liked the Grinch.
You could tell. You could tell they wanted another Grinch.
The costume is very, very, very Grinch-like. They said they couldn't get the guy who did the Grinch costume for this movie because
He's like,
apparently
I don't
he
fuck with Cat in the Hat.
I think he said he had a problem with Mike Myers. He said Mike Myers was an asshole. He said he would show up late to the makeup things and be an asshole. So he was like, fuck you guys, I'm not going. And so they hired his student. Like this guy who studied under him. And I think this was his first movie. And he was like, okay, we need you to do a Grinch-like Cat in the Hat costume. What he made, I think, is something beyond any horrors that I've seen in any other movie. When you see this on screen, it's like, I like clowns, so I don't have this thing. So, but some people are afraid of clowns, and you see them doing something funny. I think I had that reaction. Like seeing this figure do these comedic things, and there was like some kind of deep horror inside me that I just couldn't look away. Like, how did you guys feel about the look of?
Except the two fingers into one finger thing.
Oh yeah.
To make 4, however it was probably pointer and middle finger together.
I thought it was two. I thought it was the 2 middle.
Okay. I'm looking at the picture of him on the keyboard now.
Yeah.
He had I kind of liked
thick middle finger. You like the design.
I didn't have any problem with it.
Yeah.
I remember being freaked out originally, and then this time, like, I was waiting with trepidation to, like, see him for the first time. And I was like, oh, I get it. It's hard to turn a man into a cat.
Should they have done this? I think he's introduced with a jump scare too. Like the kids,
they get a pass. You get a pass when you're trying to turn a man into a cat. Like,
I don't think this is, even with the curve. I don't think this passes the vibe.
I mean,
dude.
he did kind of look like a Cenobite from Hellraiser.
Yes,
but he looked like the skin on his face was stretched with like surgical tools.
Pain is pleasure.
But I think, I really didn't mind it. I thought it was actually pretty funny. I thought I liked the cat in this rewatch, and I think that's going to be my main takeaway when I get like the floor for about 5 minutes of just rant about this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just.
I had a good time.
Let me ask you this: if you were a child, let's say you're a child, you're home alone, right? This guy appears. He looks just like this. You have no context, all right? And he starts acting like this too, really unpredictable. Are you scared?
Yeah.
I would do exactly what the children did.
You would cooperate with the cat? I would run.
They ran away for a bit.
I'd run and scream.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But at some point, running and screaming does give way to like survival instinct, like fight or flight.
Yeah.
You know, the rational brain comes back around after about 90 seconds, and you start to think, okay, this is my new captor. I need to like play along. It's obvious that this alien in my house has some sort of objective, and I need to see if it can be like, rationalized with.
Okay, so you think this is like a Stockholm syndrome kind of?
This is like the end of Signs.
Okay, yeah.
In Signs, they spend the first hour and 45 minutes running from the aliens. This is when they have one in their living room and they have a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like they need to like they're coming to terms with what we have to do to get out of this situation.
Right, to cooperate with the cat, do whatever it wants.
Right.
And then he'll leave on his own accord.
Yeah.
I'll also mention Thing 1 and Thing 2 in this movie.
Now those things fucking scared me.
Pretty funny.
That was bad. That was.
I found them strangely attractive.
Yeah.
Which kind of scared me.
That's interesting, dude. I was horrified. I think the prosthetic they used they did it. I don't know. It was uncanny valley.
And I think it's more like one of those plastic surgery situations where like they've went so far from human that they're now like you don't even consider them human anymore. You're kind of like, well, what's it mean to be attractive? Does it mean smooth skin? Because these things had it.
Too smooth, yeah.
Because like at one point you're like, okay, yeah, everybody likes smooth skin. Okay, like people like spend so much money on like creams and injections and everything to have smooth skin. Well, look, you want smooth? We'll give you smooth. And so it was just like this like base like caveman sort of like urge to find these things attractive. And then, but if the rational like today brain ever came into the fold, I would be like, oh, well, what's going on here?
You want to make a Thing 3?
I was looking at pictures from the movie chronologically, and in Denali's version, they got the dog back when the cat dressed up as.
Go on.
He dressed up and had them sign a petition. Right, he had Alec Baldwin sign a petition to steal the dog back.
What? I don't even know, dude. I was okay towards the end. The back half of the movie, yeah. I have no fucking
petition
idea,
saved
dude.
Never mind. Okay.
I don't even know, dude. I don't actually remember the dog coming back ever. I think Alec Baldwin gets him back. Fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Was there a clown with hepatitis?
Okay. Jesus. Yes. No.
Okay.
No.
What?
Wait. No. That was a different
thing.
There
was
no
clown with hepatitis in yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did they have the scene where he gets hit in the nuts when he's a piñata?
And then he started singing Sunday Morning?
That scene is honestly really funny.
I thought that was a cut scene for sure.
Good one.
No, that's funny. I think if you describe that to someone, Cat in the Hat gets hit in the nuts like a piñata and sings, I think that's like really, really funny.
Now that we haven't mentioned it, I think I figured out what Jason's favorite scene was.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Denali, can I ask you? Did he say? Did I ever tell you about the time I got my things caught in the door?
No. Was he talking about his balls, dude?
It was when the things came out of the box. It's like, did I ever tell you about the time I got my things caught in the door?
I see. But like, what is he talking about? Like, no one's like a cat's balls like don't come out like.
Yeah,
that.
there were a lot of neuter jokes.
There were a lot. And a lot of like murdering. I mean, I think that was very on.
When he was
like,
playing the piano, he said the word murder at some point.
That's scary, dude. Like if you're around kids and he's talking like this, I think it's fucking scary.
Did his hat turn into a boner when he saw the mom?
Yes,
It
yes.
did.
It was like,
Okay.
okay.
Did
that was
it
funny.
Did he
unfold?
unfold it?
Like a centerfold in a magazine?
Yeah, if it drops down, the centerfold dropped down, but
Okay.
it doesn't show it. It doesn't show you what's.
Now we see it in the extended version. We see the spread. Jace looks puzzled. It's on the slip and slide.
Oh, does
They're
he,
in the backyard on the slip and slide.
He pulls it back out.
Yeah, and you see him going by and he's holding it open and you can see it.
Well, Amber watched this movie with me. She doesn't watch many of these movies with me, but she was
what a
like, I'm gonna
choice.
watch this one. And then she mentioned multiple times to me, she's like, how much longer? Like she had me pause the movie and check, and there was multiple times where it's only been like 8 minutes, and she's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, and it's a lot when it's 82 minutes long, and we're asking how much longer throughout the whole movie. I think a pretty good Dakota Fanning, Spencer Breslin performance in this movie, as far as a child actor goes.
I would agree.
I think they're both kind of known for being like Disney. I think sort of Disney. Dakota Fanning's in a lot of big budget movies at this point too. She was in War of the Worlds. I had a question about the Cat in the Hat though. Conceptually, I was kind of wondering what you guys think because he mentions that he's from another dimension, right?
Yeah.
He's from another world. They explain that in universe. Do you guys think the other cats are like him? Like, do you think?
I don't know if he is from another universe.
Oh,
We can't. He's not reliable.
you think he's like a genetic experiment? That
Well,
maybe
because
went
like
wrong?
Julie said this during the outro when the things were dancing with him on that, like they're walking down the street. They're like, haha, we solved the problem. The things are out. And she's like, what the hell? They spent that whole movie putting the things back in the crate and the things are out? And I was like, Julie, I don't think the crate was real.
Oh, you think it's all part of his ruse?
Yeah. I think he was going to clean the house no matter what.
Do you think he's like
definitely.
an eldritch god that kind of like has
Oh yeah,
these
I don't think the
abilities to
cat is
warp?
like loose from his dimension. I think the cat is like he's a being. He's kind of like Tom Bombadil.
Okay, so he's like a chaos god that kind
Yeah.
of shows up and fucks with things.
Let's be clear.
I like that.
the U.S. military should not get their hands on the cat.
No
in the
way.
Hat.
My God, dude, he'd be like crucified and shocked with like electric like nodes and be like, make one of these things, make another thing.
Yeah, the U.S. military should not get a hold of this omnipotent being for sure. You'd be like Dr. Manhattan, like in Watchmen, where they get a hold of him and he like changes, like fucks up world history and shit.
This is pretty much what like any normal person, if they would gotten Dr. Manhattan's abilities, would kind of like they'd go. It's kind of like a two-way street, right? You either go this way
Yeah.
and become, a being that, maybe tries to solve humanity, or you become a batshit fucking crazy person that just goes house to house and like sets stuff on fire.
And fucks with your kids. Like,
I've got a box, and it is full of purple goop. Okay.
apparently that purple goop was chicken fat dyed with food coloring.
Oh.
And that they sprayed it all over Alec Baldwin. And he was such a good sport about it.
Why was it so sticky?
I have no
What was
idea
that?
what
Was
so sticky.
Okay.
I thought Catsio was pretty funny. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jace.
My favorite scene.
Okay.
And
What's your
one
favorite scene?
you
Yes, please.
unfortunately
I know
missed.
which. I if it's not. Cool.
The kids are at the house, right? And they had rushed home, and the mom and Alec Baldwin are trying to catch up to them. And in your movie, you see the two things dressed up as police officers screwing around.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
one writes her
Pulling them over,
ticket, takes her registration, eats it, and she gets given the Heimlich. While Alec Baldwin leaves and steals their motorcycle and rides off.
Right.
In the uncut scenes, she drives up to a bridge that's stopped for like construction or like a warning. And you get
who drives up?
the mom in
mom.
the car.
Okay, yeah.
Solo drives up across a bridge, and one of the things is wearing a thing has a stop sign. He like stops her.
Okay.
Like,
And it
like a
says-
flagger at a construction site.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and it says warning flood. And you get a shot of the other thing chugging a gallon of a bottle of water and throwing it down onto a pile of like 2,000 bottles of water, a pyramid. And then it cuts back to her. She's like, "There's not a cloud in the sky." And then a torrential river just like in front of her through the thing.
it blocks the road. Like a flash flood comes down this gully and like washes out the road. And she's like, oh, okay, I see. But the implication is that this thing drank 2,000 bottles of like soda or water or whatever. But the problem is that like it's like editing room footage. Like you can see like the ticker tape on the bottom of it.
Okay, yeah.
Like
so
it's like really bad. Like when your VHS is like misaligned, and it's all blue. By the way, a lot of this movie was blue screened. Believe it or not, we got to see a lot of those blue screens.
Wow.
And so it's just like blue screen in the background. And the first time I watched this, if you pay attention to the audio track that's going, the audio's not finished. There's no music in the background.
Okay.
And as the thing is drinking the last bottle and throws it on the pile, there's like a and I thought that like it was like the director like putting his head in his hands, is being like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what my life is doing. But then when the flood came by, I was like, is that piss?
Yeah.
It was thing piss.
It was a relieved sigh. The thing started pissing a flash flood.
That would be the implication, right? He drinks the water and he pisses it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not yellow, which is
Well, he wouldn't be yellow.
Originally,
it wouldn't be yellow if you drank 20,000 gallons of water, dude.
Well, I think it probably might have been,
Yeah.
but they never finished the digital part of it. You know, they didn't do the effects on those scenes.
Well, I think it would have pulled me out if it was yellow.
You don't know what thing pee looks like.
It could be purple.
Yeah. I love how they talk. I love how the things talk too, because they give like a kind of like a and then they say the actual word like fuck yourself.
Yeah. It's like Mignonese or like that kind of thing.
Simlish.
Yeah.
Was number 2's nickname Chocolate Thunder?
Yes, Chocolate Thunder was in this movie. Did you guys? I'm assuming you guys remember watching this as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did you guys like at the time? Did you guys like this movie?
So yeah, this is what I was going to talk about at the end. So we'll just do it now.
Okay.
But when I watched this originally, I think as a child, as like a 9-year-old or whatever, I didn't internalize that the cat was annoying from the get-go. You know, like I didn't get that the cat was an asshole. And so I was just like, oh, yay, the cat's super fun. That was my expectation. And then when I watched the movie and the cat was an asshole, I was like, this movie doesn't make sense. I love The Cat in the Hat. Aren't I supposed to love it? But I guess just my media literacy from reading the book when I was like 4 years old just wasn't that great. I wasn't really like able to get subtext.
That's embarrassing.
And I know. But in the book, I guess I thought The Cat in the Hat in the book was cool.
Right.
And then he's an asshole in this. So I remember being like a little confused and a little like, why did they go that direction? But this time, kind of like, oh, okay, I get it.
Interesting. Jace, did you like this movie?
Hard to say. I can imagine that back then, when I was a kid, that like the good or bad jokes per minute was probably entertaining.
Yeah.
And I have the sense that I liked it as a kid.
I mean, this was kind of giving that like Lego movie kind of like boom, 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 like jokes kind of like that thing that's kind of more in modern and they're making another animated movie of this. I feel like it's gonna be like that too, where it's just rapid fire shit. I remember seeing this movie and being like, wow, this is cutting edge. Like I remember me and my friends in elementary school, we really liked the adult jokes where he's like, son of a, and we're like, oh man, like I can't believe they made that joke, or like the balls joke that comes up. And when you feel like you can catch those at like 9 or 10 years old, you feel like such a baller. Like you're like, holy shit, I'm an adult. I get this type of humor that like the fucking 6-year-olds don't get. And I remember I think we were right in that sweet spot of being like, this movie rocks. Like this is cool. I'm surprised it didn't hit for me now. No, with that experience.
I'm not surprised at all. The end of the movie?
And how does the movie end? How do they fix? There's a lot of problems, but how do they make him go away? How do they get rid of this demon that's in their house? Like
the point of the contract was that they needed to be chained, that they needed to learn a lesson about life, I think, and they fulfilled that when they kicked him out, and then they started to try and clean up their mess.
Right.
So he summons 3 bought 12,000 automated vacuum house rebuilder tools, and they put the house back together.
I remember in the book when he's cleaning up the house that he had a machine that was like a steamroller, and on like the steamroller was like 100 hands. And as the steamroller rolled, another hand would like make contact with the ground and pick up another piece of trash. And then like the hands would dump the trash in like a big receptacle.
That's
and I
pretty
thought
cool.
that
I
was
don't
like
like it.
genius.
I don't like
It was
it.
genius, dude. You don't like it?
It
You
makes
don't
me
like
feel
hands?
funny inside.
Yeah.
Too many hands.
The-
In this movie,
all
yeah.
the hands like in like the
Right.
tubes flailing around. It makes me feel, gives me the EBGBs. It's like a spider.
This movie was the last Dr. Seuss movie that was ever made in live action, because I guess said no more after seeing this movie
Oh.
ever again. They will never make a live action Dr. Seuss movie. I feel like the Lorax could have been live action if it wasn't
Yeah.
for this.
Danny
I
DeVito.
feel like that would have been the logical, like Danny
Yeah.
DeVito as the Lorax.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You gotta quit when you're on top.
They made their opus.
She's like they didn't. It's perfect.
You can't
No
top
more.
this. You can't top this. Do we want to do the meters for this movie? Because I feel like there's a lot to be said.
There's a lot to
Maybe.
be. Yeah.
Now, in the past, with our seasons, we've done certain meters, and we want to settle in on like what we want to call this super casual, possibly cat season, and figure out our meters.
Well, first we need to cut the tension a little bit. And last
Yeah.
week someone came up with the Litterboxd
Yeah,
instead of Letterboxd. I think it
Yes,
might
I
have been
think-
Jace.
Jace is not. Yeah,
But that's not the name of the meter. You know, we normally have a name of the season and then we have a name of the
Right.
meter. So I think the Litterbox is a good.
Letterboxd is great.
It's perfectly fine for the name of this little sub season we're doing. But the meter, we normally take meter on the end, like or like meter. You know, like thermometer.
What are
What-
you saying?
I'm saying normally how we come up with a name for our meters.
Oh, yeah. Right, yeah.
We normally do the word meter. We don't normally do like something else like ology or like detector or something.
Okay, right. Yes. So, catometer.
Meowometer.
Okay, dog season, we did woofometer.
Meowometer.
Per meter? How much are you purring? Rear meter. Heat meter. How in heat are you for this movie? I feel like this movie has to be like, or sorry, this season
Whiskometer.
has to whiskometer. How whisker is it?
How whisk?
How many
How many
whiskers
whiskers?
does it have?
How many whiskers? Yeah, it's got to be a companion of the dog season because the dogs. I think this is like the opposite of the dog season in many ways because it's a cat.
Yeah.
So
The
meowometer,
Meowometer's good.
Yeah.
the hiss or the purr or hissometer.
Purr, hiss, or meow.
Hissometer sounds really bad.
Hissometer, meowometer also sounds super sexual to me. I don't know.
Man, we
Butthole
should have been thinking
meter?
about this. The butthole
edit
right in
around
your
this.
face for some fucking reason, meter.
meter.
About to push something off a tableometer.
Yeah. It's like how many inches it is from the floor or from the edge. Okay, look. I think the two contenders, at least in my brain, is catometer or meowometer.
I want meowometer. Meowometer.
You know, if we were caught up with our edits, I could put on Instagram stories and get people to actually say what they think is better, but instead we're going to make this executive decision. Jace, you got to help us.
Yeah. 1 second.
Hiss, meow. What other piss? They poop? They
Um,
shit? Toxoplasmosis?
I know we always do the meter, and I don't want to,
Yeah.
be vilified, but
Okay.
there's a device called like an oscilloscope, and a meowoscope, or like a hissoscope,
Yeah.
or like
A
that's
cystoscope. A hissoscope.
Mhm.
I think a scope is hard because they're like, what are you scoping?
Yeah.
Like what are you, like
That's
you're
fair.
trying to see how much something is, so you're like your scope is like
meowometer.
fuck. All right, meowometer.
Wait, is that
goddamn
not
it, I
what we
gotta
want?
overrule.
Sorry, what?
I mean, I
I
like
don't- do we need another O? Are we gonna go meowometer or not just
meow-meter.
meowmeter?
meow meat.
Meowmeter.
It would eventually
Okay.
become the meow meter.
Fuck it. Meow meter's funny. All right. How many meows was this movie? How cat was it? All right.
Jace, I think
Jace,
you could break the ice.
Yeah, Jason. What do you
Wow.
think? How
Um,
cat was this?
He's got
Meow,
whiskers.
meow.
His tail gets cut off. He makes neuter jokes.
Yeah.
He's an asshole. You know,
A dog in
cats
the
are-
hat would be a way different movie.
it would
Completely different.
absolutely be. It provides a level of chaoticness that I think even the most friendly, lovable cat can bring to a home. Like our buddy Taylor's cat. Like would, you bring in a plastic bag into the house and he's going to chew it for 20 minutes until he vomits. And the cat in the hat, that's pretty Cat in the Hat. That's a pretty catty. I think I could see Mike Myers chewing a plastic bag. I think I have to give it like...
This is the first movie, Jace. You got to be very careful with how you're going to do this.
I know. I don't think it's in middle of the pack. I think there's enough volume of Mike Myers as a cat that it's above a 5.
They say it's 1 hour of screen time of him in this movie.
Yeah. I'm going to give it 6 meows.
Meow, 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 meow. Wow, 6 meows right out of the gate. Is it you, Ryan? Me?
Yeah.
Wait, how does it?
I'm going to meow, 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 meow. That's 8 meows, bitch.
Holy moly.
I don't see. The thing is, like, there's so many. Like, if a cat could talk, it would act like this. Like this is pretty. This is pretty cat. Like. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a real cat, but like, I mean, come on, this is Cat in the Hat. Like we just said, it's not Dog in the Hat. This ain't no gerbil in the hat. So yeah, I'm giving it 8. There's not much to fucking talk about. It's a movie called Cat in the Hat.
Wow, you guys are fucking flooring me right now. All right,
flooring?
Because I don't think Cat in the Hat is a cat, dude. He's not a fucking cat. He's a guy in a suit. This guy isn't a cat.
He's got
dude, that's a big conspiracy theory. You just think that because he's human shaped. If you look, the proportions don't line up with human proportions, and they could never walk over that terrain at the same speed as what that creature is.
Yeah,
sorry, I got my wires crossed. We're talking about Cat in the Hat.
It's okay. Look, I don't think, like, compare this to like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or like Homeward Bound.
She's not a cat.
She has a cat, man. Who's an actual cat.
Yeah, I'd give that movie probably pretty low because I don't think he's in it very often.
Okay. This movie does have a lot of screen time from a guy who says his name is Cat and does a lot of cat things, right? He coughs up a hairball, very funny. He is a little bit of an asshole. You're right.
Additional point for my meter. Sorry, thanks.
I think some cats are like at least 10% asshole. Yeah, the hairballs. Talks about his balls getting neutered. I guess that's a cat thing. But other than that, he's not doing a lot of other, like, he's not purring, he's not meowing. He's talking, which cats don't do, and he's driving a car and, like, committing, like, fucking crazy acts of violence across this whole town. I don't know. I don't think this is really a cat movie. I think this is more of a guy pretending to be a cat movie to me. With that said, it still registers on the meter for me. Okay? I think it's got cat elements, but I don't think cat lovers, like, if you love cats, you're not going to love this movie. All right, this doesn't connect like that for me. This is gonna be a 3, I think, on the cat meter. Okay, I'll give it some points for being called Cat in the Hat and having a guy pretending to be one, but it's not there. This is like Catwoman to me. Like that's that level. It's representative, but it's not the thing.
So like you watch How to Train Your Dragon and you see that big fat round one, and you're like, that's not a dragon.
That's a dragon. It's supposed to be a dragon.
I think technically they're wyverns.
Oh, God.
We got to do a dragon season, man. We got to fucking... I love a dragon
We can eject ourselves out of this one, and next episode we can argue on what to call the dragon meter.
Movie meter. Jace.
Movie meter. I've been dreading this moment.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I'm scared of what you two are going to say.
Absolutely dreading this.
Do it. Come to the dark side. You know it in your heart to be true.
I found the jokes per minute machine gun to be tiring. And at the outset, I thought the whole time I was going to be laughing my nuts off. And I wasn't. I was like primarily uncomfortable. And I was like, I was thinking back to when we were kids, and I was like, I don't even know that these jokes are like so on topic that they would have been funny back then. I love the oh yeah. Honestly, every single time he did oh yeah, I cracked up. That got me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I think that was the best one.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. You're almost there. Yeah.
It like came down to being equal parts like pretty funny, and then because of the additional scenes, equal parts just absolutely cursed. And I think they made a lot of jokes that don't fly, and they were really bad. And I think the conflux, I'm gonna maybe cheap out a little bit, and I'm gonna give it a 5.
Wow. That's like
You
10 times higher
coward.
than what most people.
You
give this movie.
coward.
I think it's like an average movie, I guess. I really like the set pieces. I like the costumes.
Yeah.
I can see why $100 million went into it, but I found it a lot less funny than I expected to. And I don't hate it enough to go lower, and I don't like it enough to. Should that be average? Fuck.
This is an average movie to you. All right, a 5.
Well, folks, I'm gonna knock your socks right off. I'm giving this movie an 8.
No fucking way.
I'm not joking.
No fucking
I'm
way.
not
You
joking.
You can't
I'm
fuck
not
with us like
joking.
this,
I
Ryan.
think this
You-
is underappreciated. I
You gotta
had
respect
a good.
the meter. You
I
can't just
do.
pretend.
I do. I checked my Letterboxd account. I think this movie.
You're in that equal bin of literally every other.
Yeah, you
grouping
can't
in
like.
Letterboxd.
Yeah, almost everything's valid. Like, you can't except for the meme 5-star reviews. Like,
Yeah.
I think you can watch this movie twice and have two totally different experiences. I might, if I ever watch it again, it might be a 1.5. It might be a 2.5. It could be a 4 again. Like, who knows? It's rolling the dice. And I was knee slapping. I was literally like knee slapping. I wrote down every line that made me laugh, and I have like 20 notes here. I don't know. Like, I wish they made it longer. I wish those 8 minutes were in it, because like I almost feel like the hour and 22 was them copping out. They were just like, well, we have to just like shave off everything to make this like passable. Well, sometimes fuck it. Like, Jackson Pollock just squirted a bunch of paint on a canvas. Like, you think at some point they were like, Jackson, you can lay off that last color. You don't need more paint. He was like, no, fuck it. And he was, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Blah, blah, blah. He was British, right? And and so yeah, you know what? You can do it. You can do it, guys. You can live again. You can be spontaneous. You know what? This movie has a message. This movie has a fucking message. And if the live action extended fan edit of Cat in the Hat can't teach you how to live, then nothing will. I'm giving it an 8.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
This might be the most controversial rating I think in our podcast history. This is like I forgot about Geostorm. Geostorm is like out of my memory now. I think this is the new Ryan's Cat in the Hat.
You know what?
Yeah.
Like, and it sounds like I'm making a meme or like a joke.
Yeah,
I had a really good time watching this yesterday. Like, I didn't spend my night watching it. I watched it in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
And I think that made a big difference too, because I was just like, let's just do it. Let's just like get it over with. And it was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, Ryan, I was going to ask you that question too, because this movie was our evening that we watched. And we wanted to do...
I think.
We went in
In
wanting to
hindsight.
Yeah, something else. We were like, hey, let's like do this other thing, or like we wanted to watch maybe a movie that we wanted to see for like a while, and we were like, oh no, it's kind of late. I think we have to only watch Cat in the Hat tonight. Like, that's the only thing we have time to do, and so we're already kind of going in with this hostile kind of attitude. I'm like, this better be fucking good. And
you can't
this
put yourself in that situation, Denali.
Look. And I'm like, I was open though. I was like, I'm ready to be proven wrong, because I'm like, this movie has gotten, kind of a recent resurgence, right? Some people are kind of defending this movie. They're like, it has a strength of vision. It's kind of has a type of comedy that was ahead of its time. So I was like, okay, I'm open to seeing this movie.
0.0005% of the population.
Yeah, I think it's like 4 guys on Letterboxd. But like, this movie felt like I was being sprayed with something constantly. Like, I was sitting in a chair, and then just like different people were just spraying something at me.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it literally felt like that. Like, things were just happening on the screen in front of me, and I had to watch it. Like, I felt like the kids, honestly. Like, I was like a prisoner of the cat in this movie. And like, I didn't like looking at the cat. I didn't like hearing him. I didn't like Mike Myers in this movie. And it got to a point where I was like, okay, like, this better be fucking funny. Like, if they're throwing all these jokes, and some of these might hit, and when none of them hit and they threw like 900 jokes at you, that's like a lot of missed things. Like, something happens to your like endocrine system when a joke doesn't hit. Like, it kind of depresses your heart rate, and you kind of go like, And when that happens over and over again in such a rapid period of time, it's actually, I think it's like causing some kind of medical reaction when I see this movie. And I feel like
that's
this
what
movie
getting a
slightly
tattoo
hurt
for
me.
3 hours is like. You run out of pain suppressing like chemicals in your brain.
We
And you just start
tattooed his
feeling the
brain.
pain raw.
And towards the end of this movie too, I was actually falling asleep. Like I think towards the last like 15 minutes, I was like starting to doze. I was like, oh shit, I gotta stand up. Like I'm trying to, and when you're trying to power through an 82-minute movie starring Mike Myers as Cat in the Hat, that's a huge problem, and it's not a good headspace to like wrap up the movie where they're like, oh, I learned something today. Oh, we're gonna be all friends. Like it's just like Jesus Christ. Like I don't think this was a good movie viewing experience, but I also legitimately don't think this is a good movie. Okay, I will give it some points for strength of vision. Like I said, I think the color scheme was interesting. I think the aesthetic is interesting, and I respect that they saw Mike Myers in this costume and was like, this must be shown to people in theaters. Like I think that like there's people are so dodgy nowadays. Like they fucking canceled the Batgirl movie, or what was it, Batwoman, or like in the theater, or the Wile E. Coyote movie for like a tax break. They're like, we don't want to show this. We're going to get a tax write-off. They're so quick to do that nowadays. But somebody saw a clip from this movie and they were like, yes, put it all the way through. Get it into fucking 1,200 screens. We're going to fucking marketing campaign, put it on boxes of cereal. And I think I respect that audacity. That's true artistry. I am going to give it a 1. This movie is bad.
Wait, you said it gets points.
Yeah,
I'll give it-
he grades
okay.
in half-point gradation.
This movie-
so it
this
gets
movie-
2 half points.
This movie gets point for having a vision. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about Cat in the Hat. I think.
Wow, bad trip, bro. We're like,
Damn.
3 separate.
All right, we got to break the ice.
It
gotta
kind of
pick the
feels
next
like
movie.
we shouldn't.
Yeah.
But
Wait, folks,
Oh.
if you watch Cat in the Hat, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about this review. Rate, review, subscribe, all that shit. All right, okay. Ryan, you picked the next movie, right?
I
Oh my
think
God,
you
what is
guys
this?
got to watch my screen share.
Oh, one second.
please.
Okay, this.
He has a guy tied up in his basement, and he's holding
Jace,
a
how are we
bat.
going to do this?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ryan, what the fuck are you doing?
All right. What I've shared with the guys is a picker wheel. I can't decide. You know why? There's too many good cat movies that I want to watch. There's some that I have never seen. Most of these I have never seen. But you know what? They're tantalizing and they got me itching. They got me scratching. What is that? That's maybe a little bit of cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
Well,
You're allergic.
here-
You don't want to watch these. You're
Cat
you're
scratch
crazy.
fever.
No, I take Claritin. So on here, I have, for our listeners at home, I've got movies such as Keanu. That's like a Key and Peele movie. It's like a Key and Peele skit movie. That couldn't be bad. It's about a cat somehow.
Okay.
There's a movie called The Cat Returns. It's like a Studio Ghibli anime movie that
Okay.
I want to watch. Yeah, we have
Yes.
got the critically acclaimed Catwoman movie.
You
Oh
are a
man,
fuck
I
for
already looked
putting
it
this
up.
on the-
It's not available for free on streaming.
Oh, God.
And then we have the movie Flow. This movie
Yes,
like won
okay, great.
Oscars and stuff. It's like on Max and everything. We got the
Great.
classic Cats and Dogs.
Yes, yes.
We grew up on that movie. Hell yeah. That's maybe not just a cat movie. Oh, is it? I don't know. We're going to find out. Then finally, the original Pet Sematary.
Oh, I want to watch that one. Oh,
Well,
fuck. Why are these
well.
other movies on here? God.
Well, hold on, folks. We are going to spin this puppy.
I just
God.
feel bad that I think we've had 5 weeks in a row of Denali rating movies below a 5, and
Oh, my God.
It's Keanu.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna watch Keanu. It's a Key and Peele movie. Oh, it's about
okay.
a cat for some reason. Somehow there's a cat involved in this movie.
Okay, you know
Wow.
what? That's great. This ties into our Keanu season.
Is it available?
It is, unfortunately. And you know what? This is fitting because this is how we picked movies in the dog season. We got a spinner wheel, and I think we had like 19 movies on the spinner wheel. We would spin it to see.
Perfect.
Next week, folks, join us with a review of Keanu, the 2016 movie starring Key and Peele and a cat.
Should we give some cat words of wisdom?
Let's do that. Let's give some cat advice to end the show. Jace, do you want to start us off?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah! I thought it would have been funny if we all did it at the same time. That's what I should have.
yeah.
Communicated that to you guys. Cat advice. Cat advice.
Is that the first word?
No. I'm trying to think.
Was that the worst? Okay.
You
Can't
Just
lick
all
those. Before he was two paths.
There's no pope right now. Balls.
without
Your
Ball.
licking.
contraption.
Okay. Yeah. It's like his machines.
You can't lick all those balls without your ball licking contraption. That's like a classic cat advice.
It's almost like a dare. It's almost like a dare.
Season.
Like,
You can't do that without
you can't do that.
your ball licking device.